Read the first page of every chapter, which is highlights. The highlights are in bullet point. You'll get a good idea, and at least you can join the conversation. The book basically looks at artificial intelligence and its impact in five battlegrounds. I call them five battlegrounds. The first two battlegrounds are the sthul sharir, the physical body of the rashtra. Just like a person has a physical body called the sthul sharir, the nation has it, the rashtra has it. And just like a person has sukshma sharir, which is the mental, emotional, subtle body inside, so also a rashtra has an emotional body. Its knowledge systems, its identity, those are its emotional side. So the if you look at the sthul sharir of India, the India as a rashtra, there is the part which has to do with infrastructure, economy, jobs. That is the part of the robustness of the society. Are we a strong nation? Do we have good economy? Do we have jobs? Do we have highly educated people? So that determines the kind of physical strength of the nation. That is one battleground, and the other is internationally, with all the borders being threatened by various alien people. What is their strength and our strength in military and geopolitics? So that is the second battleground, is the military, geopolitical, especially China as a threat. Then the third and fourth are psychological, emotional, spiritual kind of areas of strength and weaknesses. So battleground three is about the psychological hacking, about the vulnerability of our weak, psychologically and emotionally weak people to suck up to these social networks, which are owned by foreign countries, and give up all our data and let them understand us psychologically, and how they manage us. How my fight over you with you will be through some social media, and you will hit back to me also in terms of social media. Or if you and I are aligned, it's because we are aligned through the social media. And so whoever controls the social media can turn us off like that. They can do whatever they want. We are highly vulnerable, and in the meantime they're letting us play and dance and all of that, because they're learning about us. They're learning how we think and all that stuff. So their algorithms to deal with us are becoming more smart. This is a battleground three. Battleground four is a very spiritual one. It has to do with, as people get more and more gratification with AI, with augmented reality, virtual reality, variables, and all these things are coming. Both Apple and Facebook are going to introduce tremendously powerful hardware in 2022. Both have announced that. Next year, you will see a huge flood of new kind of technology which uses AI, and that'll replace the craving. That'll be the new way of doing social media and interacting and buying things and doing your banking and all your email. It'll all be of a whole different level, change. So this this gives us this takes the sense of me as Rajiv or anybody away from their body, away from their sense of individuality as a adhyatmic person. We are told in our tradition that I'm not this body, I'm a being inside. But what this AI is doing is getting me outside. It's making more extroverted. So now I'm interested in a holiday here, in a Netflix streaming there, or I imagine and fantasize I'm part of this cricket game. I'm in the middle of the pitch, or I'm sitting and having dinner with this celebrity, or whatever the augmented reality is doing. It's extroverted. It's taking my attention away. So it's breaking the notion of a unified self, which is the self that has Anand, that is the Satchit Anand in us. So the direction of yoga and direction of meditation is an inward one, and AI is making me an extroverted being and kind of breaking up that unified self. So that's battleground four. And this is something gurus ought to talk about, but they haven't. And battleground five is the battle for India. What happens to India? What happens to India with all these battlegrounds? So that's the an overview of what this book is writing about.